periods. As I said at the top of this session, we were procreating by parthenogenesis. Now, you all know Lilith. If you don't know who Lilith is, I need you to do some research. Lilith was before Eve. And so Lilith had the ability to give birth on her own. She had knowledge of self. Lilith left Adam because she got sick of Adam. She's like, you know what? I just don't even like you. I don't like you. I'm leaving. And she flew. According to the ancient scriptures, she sprouted wings and flew away. Now, these scriptures, they want to call her a demon. They're not even scriptures. These stories somebody wrote. They want to call her a demon simply because she sprouted wings and flew off and left Adam alone. Now, why Adam didn't sprout some wings and fly off? He didn't have the ability to do that. I told y'all women about that other X chromosome. It gives you X-Men powers. When you see X-Man from now on, understand X only represents the feminine. X-Men means whoa men. Whoa men, as in superior powers. That's what it means. X always represents the feminine. So that other X chromosome you have, it's dormant. Now watch this. The male has a Y chromosome. It's only got 100 genes in it, but he has full access to his 100 genes. You got an X chromosome that is full, but it's dormant, that you don't have access to. Imagine what happens when you tap into it. It's not on because you don't have knowledge of self. But as you gain knowledge of self, as you gain discipline, you stop eating sugar and sexing folks that, I ain't even going into that. You want to understand what's happening with periods. There's the LHS hormone, LHS. And what happens is that hormone stimulates your ovaries and it comes from your pituitary gland. So when this LHS gets to your ovaries, it stimulates them and they start fighting. And once they start fighting, one of them they want to eat that LHS hormone. And once one of them gets the most of that, it has to leave the ovaries. Okay? And once it leaves, then it can start to develop. See, now you just took me into another topic. I don't want to go too deep into it because this is one of my favorite topics. I love talking about this. But that ovum in the ovary, that thing has 96 chromosomes. What's 23 times 4? 92. It's got 92 chromosomes in it. That's a beast. You don't have 23 from the mother, 23 from the father. You got 46 chromosomes in you, in your cells. But the ones inside of your ovaries, men and women, men, you got some ovaries too, your little scrotum. Yeah, you got ovums in there. They got 92 chromosomes in it. That's beast. That's a massive being. But there's this unnatural process called meiosis. Not mitosis, but meiosis is considered unnatural. And what happens is that once that LHS gets to those eggs, those are what they call your stem cells. That's what they're fighting over, those cells inside of your ovaries. I love talking about that topic because those things can be anything you want them to be. They could be another heart. They could be another lung. They could be another arm. They could be a whole nother you. That's why I tell you, when you have children, you're giving birth to your twins because those eggs inside of your ovaries, they are your twins. So the reason why you having periods is because of the simple fact that you're eating things that are not natural. You're eating things that are causing the period. And what ends up happening, what causes this LHS hormone are two things. That's what I found. The two main things. If you want to pull back on your periods, women, you got to cut the sugar out. Sugar stimulates your pituitary gland and causes this LHS hormone to secrete to your blood. And once it does, your ovums in your ovaries start fighting, and then one of them's got to go. The one that gets the most of that LHS, it's got to go. The other thing that causes this spike in this LHS is sex. Now, but we got to have sex, Diva, because I like Diva. Because what we going to do? How telling you to have sex or not have sex, but I'll tell it to you like this. The more you partake in certain things and activities that these people are encouraging you to do in this society and this dimension, the further you remove yourself from spirit and longevity of life. I'm not talking to you men, I'm talking to you women. I'm not talking to you men, do what y'all do, but I'm talking to you women. The more you partake in certain things, the further you remove yourself from your powers. I told you, the male got full access to his, 100, I didn't mean to say but his 100 genes in his Y chromosome, he's got full access to it. You got a whole X chromosome over here with 1,400 genes to his 100. 1,400 to his 100. You don't have access to yours, but he got access to his. What happens when you start tapping into yours? Yeah, see, this is why you don't hear people saying he too much woman for her. But they always, she too much man for him. No, what's happened is she tapped in to that other X chromosome. She got 1,400 of them to his 100. So the more you partake in things in this society, the further you remove yourself from your powers. Period. Pun intended. Sex and sugar. Those are two main things they pushing on you as a child. Sex and sugar.